Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And if you're watching this video, I hope you've already watched the video where we installed the turbo bypass adapter. And I told you when I put that video up, there were going to be some people who loved it, some people who didn't understand it, and some people who probably didn't like it at all. And I was absolutely right. So, hey, we turbo guys, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Those who have had performance vehicles with the turbo dig that turbo whoosh sound. So yeah, it's not for everybody, but I kind of enjoy it. And you know, it might wear on me after a while. I might decide that I don't like it at all. I may get tired of it. My wife may ask me every time we're in the car, what is that whooshing noise? So we'll just have to see whether that's one of those modifications that we leave on or we change. And like I said before, all of these things that we're doing are things that some of you guys may want to do. Some of you guys may want to see what it sounds like, what's involved. And like I said, I'm your crash dummy. I'm going to be the guy who brings these things to you, and you have to make up your mind whether you like them, whether you're going to try them, whether you're going to buy them, or whatever. But we'll continue to do these videos. And that's another thing. The more subscribers that we get, the more things we can do, obviously, because it is a financial thing. I'm not unlimited in funds, and I can't continually go out buying stuff without actually being able to recoup some of my costs, whether it's through vendors giving me items that they want reviewed, and then we can go from there, which is going to be the case on some of the parts. And then there'll be some things that I'm just going to buy just because I planned on buying them for my Maverick. But what we'll be doing is reviewing all of the things that we are buying and all the new things that are coming out. And there are a few things coming out, but there's still not a whole lot. Some of the times when you go to some of the sites, you'll look up 2022 Maverick and there'll be absolutely nothing. It'll say no products available at this time. I even had one manufacturer who I intended to work with as far as some exhaust mods tell me that they hadn't seen a Maverick, and before they even develop any products for the Maverick would have to be dropped off there for at least a couple of months. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if my daily driver is gone for a couple of months, I've got an issue. So we'll have to wait and see how the aftermarket approaches the Maverick. And that's what we're going to talk about that. But before we even get into the modifications for this evening, I want to talk about some of the issues that you guys are having that are being made aware to me, and I'm going to share the knowledge that I have about those situations. First of all, of course, if you have not ordered your Maverick for this year, from what I am hearing, it is now too late. The hybrids were already sold out at the end of last year for the 2022 model year, and now, from what I'm hearing, the order banks for the 2022 that you could have ordered for this year for the 2-liter EcoBoost are also now closed. So what does that mean? That means that if you want a Maverick and you wanted to order a Maverick, the order banks, from what I'm hearing, are going to open back up in August of this year. So yeah, you're going to have to wait till August to order one for 2023. And we have the same issues that we had last year with supply, whether it's the microchips, whatever it is, they're going to try to make sure that they can get the Mavericks out that have already been ordered. And I pray that some of you all who have been waiting a while will begin to get your Mavericks in. But yeah, we are in this position again. Secondly, you can't get a Maverick, or maybe you can get a Maverick. Some of you guys who have commented on the channel about the experiences that you're having getting Mavericks. There are some dealers who are willing to sell you a Maverick that someone has ordered and has changed their mind. With the order banks now closed, I would be very, very curious to see how many dealers are going to let those Mavericks that they do have go for MSRP. Now, you might find some, and I'm not saying they're not out there, but be prepared. One individual who commented said that they had gone to a dealership and the Maverick, I think they had marked it up $16,000, which is insane. The Maverick was supposed to be 20 something and it ended up being $41,000, and this person told me that they walked off. And if I had had that same experience, I promise you I probably would have done the same. Yeah, we want a Maverick, and it's a great vehicle, but yeah, some of the insane stuff that we're going through now to get vehicles is unheard of in the past, and that's what we're dealing with. Hopefully things will get back into shape at some point, and who knows. It's funny because I talked to, and one of the ladies that I mentioned on one of my other videos had been waiting on her Bronco, and she's been waiting since the order banks opened, I guess in I guess it was at the end of, when did they open? Anyway, she was supposed to get her Bronco the end of last year, the beginning of this year, and now they're talking about 2023. So the dealership that she ordered it from told her that they had Bronco, two Broncos in, and if she wanted to purchase one of those, she was welcome to come down. She kindly told them it's sad that those Broncos are available. The one that I ordered still isn't. So yeah, I feel for you guys who've ordered, whether it's a Maverick or a Bronco. But yeah, that's where we are. So we're going to do another modification, and I've waited till the evening because the modification that we are doing tonight is some lighting upgrades. Now we have the Diode Dynamics. These are the Switchback bulbs. They're LED bulbs. And one of the companies did approach me early on in this video process about doing LED headlights for the Maverick, but as most of you all know, the Maverick already comes with LED headlights, and they researched it and found that out, and they asked me about other products that they might have in the future, and I said, well, we'll keep the door open and see what becomes available and what we may do in the future. But these are the Switchback Diode Dynamics LED bulbs. And we're going to go outside and install these. These are very simple. They're easy to get to. They're plug in and play. It will not take me but a few seconds. And this LED bulb is for the third brake light. Now, on each side of your third brake light, there is also two clear lights, you know, for not backup, but if you open your door, it will shine light, and you can actually turn it on in your vehicle to shine light into the bed. Now, mine are sufficient. I thought maybe to get the LEDs for those too, but my Maverick, I did order it with the LED bulb that is, if you're looking at the back of the bed, is on the driver's side, and that's pretty much sufficient for me. I'm going to see how it is because, as you know, if you watched the last video, we're going to be doing some fishing and hauling my boat back there. I'm going to see once we get the boat on there in the early morning hours in the dark. I may end up upgrading those two lights that are on the side of the third brake light as well. But for right now, I just felt like it wasn't necessary. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these outside and install them right now. But before we do that, there's one other bit of news that I want to let you guys know. For all of you guys who wanted the spray-in bed liner, of course, your dealer has no doubt told you that that option is no longer available through the order bank. You can certainly have your dealer commission an outside source to do the spray-in bed liner. I ordered mine with the bed liner, spray-in bed liner, and I did get one of those recall notices. And basically what it says, we do not have the parts to correct the issue, should you have that issue. I'm not sure if every Maverick that has a spray and bit liner has that same issue, but apparently what has happened, and don't ask me why, there's apparently a hole that is drilled or was drilled or possibly drilled, and it has drilled a hole into the gas tank. Now, I don't know where that would be. I have not really inspected mine. I haven't noticed any fuel smell. I haven't noticed anything that would let me believe that it's anything that is dangerous. They did not say stop driving it. They said as soon as the parts are available to correct this, that they will notify us. And they did say that it would be in the first quarter of 2022. So we're talking about the first quarter of 2022. They've got a little bit of time because we've got January, February, March. That's first quarter. So hopefully we'll hear something back on that. So maybe it's good you didn't order the spray and bed liner if you didn't want to have a recall. So someone else, I've heard about recalls concerning the seat belt attachments in the for the back seats. I have not gotten that yet. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So that is the Maverick news for today. Let's go outside and I'm gonna take a shot of the lights prior to installation, and then we'll do what it looks like after we install these. So let's go outside. And we're about to do a lighting upgrade. We're going to install the switchback turn signals into the Maverick, and we're going to also install an LED third brake light in the back. What you will need for this installation is, let's look and see. I looked at it earlier and I forgot. 7 millimeter socket and a small 1/4 inch ratchet should do the job. We'll do that second, but before we do that, I want you to see what the lighting looks like prior to installing the diode dynamic bulbs. So I'm going to turn the camera around. First off, we're going to show you exactly where they are located, the ones that you will need to get in there and get out. If you look behind here, it is actually the turn signal. It's a little brown one back here. Just simply turn it, and we're going to lift that out and put the diode dynamics in on that side, and also here on the passenger side. So let's get those. Well, before we do that, I'll tell you what, let's show you what they look like prior to me changing them out. Because if you don't know what it looked like to begin with, then how are you going to know what it looks like, or want to know what it looks like when we take them out? So let me turn the lights on so you guys can see the before, and then we will do the after. Okay, there's the headlights, turn signal. Replace them. Woo! They're a little bit warm. They're a little tight in there. Okay, now you will notice that where the turn signal light was, now it is white light, and it is very bright. So you get like a double headlight illumination. Now let's turn on the turn signals and we'll show you what that looks like. Now on the outside, it will blink at the same speed that it did prior to, but on the inside, when your turn signals are on, it's gonna blink a little faster, and that's not really a big deal. I've heard that you can put a resistor in there and make that different, but for me, I mean, it's fine the way it is. So now let's go around and install the third brake light. Okay, let's get a look at the stock third brake light, what it looks like prior to the LED. And as you can see in my bed, I have the LED that comes with the luxury package that I added. And then you have the standard bulbs up top, which throws out a good amount of light in the bed. So like I say, I'm probably not going to upgrade those, but let's get up here and take these 7mm bolts out and install the new LED brake light. Okay, it's completely dark outside now. It took about maybe 3 minutes to install because all four 7mm bolts have to come out to take the whole light down to put the one center bulb in. So maybe if you are going to replace the LED red, you could probably go ahead and replace the other since you're going to have it out. But keep your old bulbs because you never know. Some of these new type LEDs, how long will they last? Do they last a long time? We'll have to see. So let's get in there and hit the brakes to see if we see the difference.